Crush and burn!
Welcome everyone to our premiere episode of Crash Burn Behind the Ring, where this interview series will be about interviewing some wrestling YouTubers, wrestlers, etc. Today we have a very big guest, and before we get to that, I want to introduce my co-host of this podcast, Josh.
What's up, everybody? It's the Assassin Josh Stinker, back with another episode of the Crash and Burn Wrestling Podcast. We have a big guest underway. This man should not be disrespected. This man is a legend right here. Let's not waste any time. Let's get down to business.
And we have our member making his return for the first time since our premiere episode of Crash and Burn Wrestling Podcast. On our regular episodes, we have Jimmy.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And, oh yeah is his catchphrase, everyone. And ladies and gentlemen, it's time to introduce our big guest. He is the greatest wrestling YouTuber alive. Everyone give it up for Muscle Man Malcolm.
Hello. Nice to see you all.
SUBSQUEEB to this man, please.
What he said. I like the way you talk. Good guy.
I see you.
And I'm Jason right here.
Okay.
Don't mind his phone, everyone.
Yeah.
Anyway, so what we're gonna do here, we're gonna go around and ask this man some questions. I'll ask the first one, Josh will ask the next one, and Jimmy will ask the third one.
Yep.
Alrighty, so I want to start with this question. What made you want to become a wrestling YouTuber?
I was 13. I moved to DC, didn't have any friends yet. So I decided I need to do something with my life until I get to know people. So I took like all my wrestling figures and then just made like a little wrestling toy show out of all of them because I was like a loser. And from there, I realized I was like, okay, so maybe I should start showing my face on camera. Then I started doing that, then got into more fitness stuff, and then back to wrestling. So I don't know, it was a long progression. Now I kind of just realized I'm going to stay in the wrestling realm rather than try to do a little bit of everything.
I have a question for you, Malcolm. Who is your wrestling influence growing up?
Like favorite wrestler growing up?
Yeah.
I mean, probably like John Cena, just like probably like any like 10-year-old in the world. It's just John. I mean, he was just a dude, you know. He's kind of
right.
Nice. All right, Jimmy.
What got you into wrestling?
What got me into wrestling? My dad showed it to me one day, and I was like, "Oh, this looks interesting." It's like, you know, this giant buffed up dude, Triple H. He has long hair and stuff. I'm like, "Oh, well, he looks impressive."
Yeah.
And then Undertaker comes out. I was terrified of him. Cena had like some like 8-bit T-shirt. Thought he was the coolest person in the world. I saw Kofi Kingston. I was like, "Oh, cool. That's like one black dude I've never seen before." At that point, I just like.
Nice.
I got a question for you, Malcolm.
Yeah.
What was the what's your favorite wrestling promotion?
Right now, and probably until I make it there, is the NWA, the National Wrestling Alliance. It is hands down the best promotion out here. That's a fact.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. My question to you is, if you could change anything about the wrestling industry, what would it be?
That I'm not the current NWA World Heavyweight Champion.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
All right, Jimmy.
Do you have any dream matches?
Like for myself or just for like just in general?
Yourself?
Okay, for myself. I'm a big Rusev guy or Miro, so I would love to wrestle Miro or Rusev on Miro Day. Besides him, being Batista, because I'm from DC, he's from DC, so I mean that's just like legend versus legend, obviously. So that would probably be one.
Speaking of Rusev, best wishes to him because he has COVID-19 apparently.
Ooh, he does. Made me cry a little bit. It sucks.
Yeah, it sucks. He got it on Rusev Day.
Yeah, exactly. How you gonna get it on your holiday, bro? Like that's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I got a question for you, Malcolm. What inspired you to be a YouTuber?
I started watching. I don't know if you guys heard of him, but DGDX Animation. He did like.
Yeah. I've heard of him. Yeah.
So I started watching him. Then I got into like Grimm's Toy Show. I mean, obviously everyone knows who Grimm is. And
Right.
yeah, I think those two are like the main people that got me into it. It made me realize like I want to try actually doing it, and then I got to like meet them, and now I just talk to them like they're like friends, which is like weird to me, but also pretty cool nowadays.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, Jimmy. What's your
Do
question?
you have any hobbies outside of wrestling?
Yeah. So I'm actually a power lifter. I have a couple world records, and I do boxing. I haven't fought in an actual like match yet or actual fight, but I plan on doing it. It was gonna happen this year, but Corona. So maybe 2021, 2022. Besides that, I don't know. I watch Hulu with my girlfriend a lot. I guess that's a hobby. I don't know.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, good stuff, man. Good stuff. Alrighty. Do you get anxiety in front of a crowd?
Not really. I like being in the spotlight. I don't know. Maybe that's just 'cause I'm selfish, but I like the crowds. Honestly, I think they're fun. I mean, as long as like if it's a crowd of people that I don't know or they don't know who I am, then a little bit, just because like it's kind of like this nervous tension, which I think anyone gets.
Right,
But
it happens.
yeah, but like, if it's like a wrestling crowd, I could care less because like everyone knows wrestling. Maybe they don't know who I am, but at least they know of wrestling, so they know why I'm out there talking about whatever I'm talking about. So
Everyone's gonna get to know you.
yeah. Until they know who I am,
Yeah.
I had a question for you, Malcolm. What was it like working for GTS, and how was the experience?
It sucked. No, I'm kidding. Nah, they're all good people. They're all good people. Nothing bad to say about anybody. Grims, he's an easy person to talk to. Whenever I need anything, he always responds pretty quickly. So, good guy. Don't have any complaints about anyone, except for like Brandon Hodge. I hated him. He sucks. That's the only person I really hated. It's just Brandon Hodge.
Why?
Why? Brandon Hodge just sucks. That's why.
Okay.
Okay.
Wyatt Fan also sucks too.
Wyatt fan. Okay.
Yeah. Wyatt Fan, trash. Never look him up. Worst YouTuber alive.
Don't subscribe to him.
No.
No.
Wyatt Fan,
No.
actually. Subscribe.
I mean, if I had to prefer anybody over Brennan Hodge or Wyatt Fan, I prefer Malcolm over everybody.
Exact. My guy. See, I like you the
Yeah.
most.
Everyone SUBSQUEEB to him.
Yes.
I like y'all. See, y'all are good people. No one wants a Wyatt Fan and Brandon Hodge. They're done. They've been done for a minute. It's Muscle Man Malcolm time. All right. I'm the new hot commodity of vibe. I'm the real champion.
We should name you the YouTube King.
Yeah.
YouTube
King. That
YouTube
could
King?
work. I could be the YouTube King. I like what you're thinking of. I'm thinking merch ideas. I'm thinking money. I like
It smells good. Money smells good.
money. Smells amazing.
Yeah.
So,
All right, Jimmy.
eventual goals.
Is
Yeah,
that
do you
my
have any
nose?
eventual goals?
Oh, goals. They said that my nose. I'm like, yeah, that's my nose. Right now, I'm gonna start training with MCW, which is a Maryland-based promotion, in October. So that's like the big goal right now. Is just saving up money for that. Like YouTube-wise, I'm working towards 20K subscribers. We're getting closer to 18,000 day by day. So hopefully that will be accomplished before 2020 ends. Hopefully. Besides that, I want to do another powerlifting meet. I want to do that down the line. That was also going to happen this year, but Corona just screwed everything up.
right.
Those are the big ones.
Screw you, Corona.
So, do you prefer working as a heel or a babyface? I think I know what that answer is.
What do you think the answer is?
It's a heel.
Yes.
Because you are the greatest heel alive.
Yes. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, being a good guy, that's hard. Like, you have to get people to like you. Like, that's incredibly difficult.
Right.
I can even hate me, but I can't make people like me. Like, that's kind of hard. But, yeah, definitely heel. It's a lot more fun, to say the least.
Yeah.
All right, well, how did you come up with the name Muscle Man Malcolm?
Ooh, this is a good one. I'm going to use this in the video title for a Vibe video eventually. So you guys are getting the little scoop. Actually, I didn't make up the name Muscle Man Malcolm. It was given to me by a WWE superstar. I want you guys to guess which WWE superstar gave me that name.
I'm gonna guess the man of the hour, Leo Rush.
Nope. He's on the current roster right now. Current WWE superstar.
Oh, okay. Thanks for the hint.
Oh, current WWE superstar.
Former world champion.
Former
world
world champion.
Hmm.
Tough, man.
I
That's
see
tough.
you wearing a shirt over there, a little shirt. I see you wearing a shirt. He's wrestled both of those guys before.
Oh,
Let's
someone
see.
wrestled AJ and McIntyre.
Well, I don't. Okay, he wrestled Styles before. I don't know McIntyre.
Oh, yes.
Hmm.
Wrestled.
He wrestled Styles.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Jimmy, who do you think?
Oh boy,
Hold on.
who would it be?
Who would it be?
Who would it be?
He had some really good matches against AJ Styles. That's all I'm saying. Really good matches.
If I had to choose, I'd have to think probably. I was thinking either John Cena, Daniel Bryan, somebody like that.
You had their name. Now, which one?
John
I think
Cena?
John
It-
Cena.
Yeah, it's John Cena. I met him at this Wizard World convention in 2014, and he asked me what my name was, and I was like Malcolm. He's like, "Oh, but you look like you're pretty strong. I'm gonna call you Muscle Man Malcolm." I was like, "Huh?"
There you
Oh.
go. Okay.
I'm like, I'm gonna keep that one for myself. And yeah, so John Cena gave me the name, which is he also followed me on Twitter that day, which was pretty cool.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So,
Twitter.
Malcolm, I have a question for you, and I feel like this is a very appropriate question.
Okay.
What was your favorite wrestling event that you attended as a fan?
Actually, I went to last Raw or last WWE show that was held in an arena before this whole Corona started. It was in DC. So I guess for a historical meaning, I guess that would be cool. But in general, probably just like WrestleMania 35. I mean, seeing Kofi win the title was just like the best thing in the world to me. Top that, honestly. Just Kofi winning the title is always going to be the number one.
All
right. Well. All right, Jimmy, ask your question, man.
Did it before working as a heel or babyface?
No, it was asked already.
Yeah. What favorite finisher?
My favorite manager?
No, finisher.
Finisher. I like the Black Mass right now. Like, that's a pretty cool move. Like, Aleister Black, like, he's the boy. Like, it's honestly like that and like the Claymore, honestly, are like those like two like new RKO type moves where you can hit it on anyone and it can come out of nowhere. So like I love moves that can do that. You know, it works for everybody. So yeah, those. I don't like power moves. Like power moves are cool, but like if you're struggling to pick the dude up, like if it's Braun Strowman, it looks kind of awkward. So like when you can hit a move that can like be done on anyone regardless of size, that's probably like the best finishers because like anyone can get it.
All right, so who did you enjoy working with the most in the ring in terms of GTS guys or anybody in general?
I mean, the easy answer is Grim, but I'll say Tommy Salami. He was pretty cool. He's from GTS, if you guys know who he is. Yeah. I mean, like he definitely helped me out for the match and whatever. Because I mean, it's not like our match was like 5 stars or anything, but like he definitely helped me put some ideas together that I'd never thought of before. And I don't know if it translated as smoothly in the ring, but it made a lot of sense in my head. So definitely him. Kamikaze, he's a cool guy. No bad words to say about him. Lovely dude. Got nothing but respect for him.
Nice.
Yeah. Those are the top 2 guys outside of Grim, I guess.
All right.
Cool.
So,
did you have a plan B when you first started training for wrestling?
Like if I didn't like wrestling?
Like if you couldn't make it to the ring.
Oh, okay. In the terms of like staying within wrestling, I would be like some sort of like backstage interviewer. Honestly, I feel like that's the best like role for me if I wasn't wrestling.
Oh, cool.
Outside of that, I mean, like I go to school in general, so I always had like an option B right there. So
nice.
In wrestling, I'd be a backstage interviewer, but if it's not wrestling in general, I mean, work towards being like on an actual TV show and whatnot. That's what I go to school for.
Cool.
Yeah.
So, who is your wrestling crush if you have one?
Who is question? I'll give you 3 names. I'll give you 3 names. Sasha Banks. Billy Kay, underrated. And want to say this other person. I'll say Chelsea Green for now. Yeah.
Okay.
Go with Chelsea Green.
All right. Not
Okay. Not bad.
Who are yours,
All right.
actually? Let me hit you guys with a question. Who are your wrestling crushes?
Oh,
Jason,
Mine
you
would
can
be
go first.
mine would be Sasha Banks.
See, my guy. See, he understands.
Well, I have to go with both the Iconics,
Fair.
Alexa Bliss and
Alexa Bliss is your wife, apparently, Josh.
yeah, she's like the best. No one's better than the boss deserves better.
Yeah.
It is Sasha.
Third would have to be Scarlett from NXT.
I mean, that's a good choice. That's a good choice. I can respect that.
All right, Jimmy, what's yours?
Alexa Bliss.
Okay.
Hey, that's not a bad to have.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, how do you keep yourself occupied during quarantine, during this tough time?
Ooh, binging Hulu and Netflix too much. That's what I've done the past 3 days, and I realize I haven't got anything done at all. But outside of that, I mean, I work in general, so I stay busy. Then on top of just making YouTube videos and working out, so the time flies by pretty quickly, honestly. So I've been keeping myself busy. The first 2 weeks, though, those are kind of rough. I didn't know what to do with myself. Like a lot of people didn't know what to do. Those were definitely the rough days because it was just like, I can't go to a gym. Whoa, what am I supposed to lift now? I can't lift up a fridge. So I had to figure it out.
All right, gotta get that muscles, man.
Exactly.
So, Malcolm, now in terms, I know you've met many wrestlers before. So, in terms of the wrestlers you met, who was like the one wrestler that you had the honor to meet and basically was very lucky to?
Easy one. Roddy Piper, because he died like 2 weeks after I met him.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I definitely. Yeah, he was like the nicest guy too. He talked to me for like 10 minutes straight. Yeah, just such a nice dude. It was so sad to see him like pass away. I was so shocked. It came out of nowhere too. I was like, oh, that really sucks. So, Roddy Piper definitely. If it's like a wrestler that's like still alive currently, probably like Undertaker, I guess. It's like, I mean, it's Undertaker.
The one nicest wrestler I've met out of all the wrestlers I've met was the villain Marty Scurll. Like, he just talked to me for like 15 minutes straight, and
he does talk a lot. He's a good dude.
Yeah.
So does like Cody and stuff too. I think the entire like elite themselves, I think they're all like super nice guys. Or if elite, I don't know if he still is, but all those dudes from like that part of Bullet Club at least, like they're all super nice. Because yeah, I think I met pretty much all of them except for like Hangman, but I've seen him talk to fans and he looks super nice. So yeah, they look like wholesome human beings.
Nice. Anyways, hey Jimmy, do you want to ask a question?
I ran out.
Oh, you ran out. Okay. Okay.
Let's see.
So,
I could probably.
What was your favorite video to post?
I don't know. I changed my opinion on that so many times. Most of the videos that I really like posting involve like me being on camera with someone else. Like the ones I've done with Indigo, those are definitely my favorite because like it's always a chill vibe. Yeah, she's hilarious. Definitely ones with her, always pretty good. I did this one video with I did this one video like with my sister, right? And we were reacting to like the CZW stuff, and she's like super Christian, so it was like gory and horrible for her. And so I found that to be funny. So that was kind of fun. But I would say any video I've done with like Indigo or X3, those are probably my favorite ones.
Yeah, Indigo's really cool. She's a really cool person to be around. I've met her twice.
Yeah. No, she's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Nothing bad.
And another thing, I actually like the video that you did with I think it was you collab with so many YouTubers, Malcolm. I can't even think off the top of my head.
Yeah, I got a lot more coming soon too.
All right, so my question for you is, what is your favorite wrestling moment or event of all time?
I mean, I already talked about Kofi, so I don't use the same thing. No, I'm saying like I'm gonna pick a different moment. So I'll go with pipe bomb moment, I guess. I mean, the CM Punk promo was like it was epic. the go-to one, but
Yeah.
it was interesting because like it happened in like Hampton, Virginia, and at the time I was in Virginia Beach, so that was like an hour away from me. It shocked me because he was talking about like I never heard of at the time, like with like Ring of Honor, and I never knew what that was until like he said it. He was talking about indie wrestlers. He said Colt Cabana's name. I was like, I don't know who that is either, but like I'm gonna look him up now. So honestly, that pipe bomb thing, it kind of got me to like looking at wrestling outside of just WWE because I didn't realize there was anything besides the WWE. So yeah, definitely that.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Now-
Will I get copyrighted if I play your theme song?
Nah, you can play it. It's a banger.
Oh, that stupid ad. It's
You
a
gotta
banger.
play
I
that
love
theme
it.
song.
Get that ad money.
Yeah, everyone listen to this song.
It's legendary. Legendary.
Yeah.
I heard it.
Tim Saunders made this.
Yeah, he's good.
I'll definitely leave it in the description below. For
Yeah,
Malcolm's theme song.
It's a good one. It's a good one.
No, yeah.
So,
Now, Malcolm, I know you have merch, right? So if you want to plug yourself where you can get that merch, you could go ahead and do so.
man, it's all on Teespring, man. Y'all, anyone that's watching this already got the SUBSQUEEB merchandise, but they can buy another because I love that money. You go to teespring.com/stores/Malcolm Worldwide. Get yourself a SUBSQUEEB shirt. Get everything. The Mount Tirage, all of it. Just give me your money, please.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Subscribe to this man and buy his merch.
Yes, please do. I need it.
All right.
Now, Malcolm, I know you're a huge Leo Rush guy.
Yep.
So what do you think of Leo Rush doing stuff non-wrestling related, like outside of the ring, but like doing music and stuff like that? You know, like we have seen Rusev become a Twitch streamer and stuff like that. Well,
Yeah.
Mira, I should say. So what do you think of Leo Rush becoming like a musician or like a hip hop artist?
I mean, I think it's good for him if that's what he wants to do with his career. If he actually wants to be doing wrestling, so I know he's putting out some final match graphics and stuff. If he actually wants to be doing wrestling, then I mean, do what's best for yourself, obviously. His music is pretty good, so I mean, I don't see why he can't make it in music. So, yeah, all kudos to him. I mean, it's sad to see him not wrestle because I think he's very talented. That's a lot of
he got released.
Yeah, like he's young, 25. So like, I would love to see him keep wrestling, but if that's not what he wants to do, then
Now, one thing that actually cracked me up was I was watching some guy. You did a 2K19 video on your channel. It was you versus Rusev, and I was like, Malcolm should be in a video game no matter what, even though if he's created or not by some random stranger from all over the world. And I'm like, you could, and it's such a cool thing when you buy the 2K video game and you create yourself. You're like, damn, I could imagine myself having all these dream matches with all my favorite wrestlers.
Yes.
Like I was playing like one of the old SmackDown vs. Raw games, and I made myself versus John Cena, and I'm like, man, I wish that was real, man. But like, it's all real things can come in a video game.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah. No, it was cool though, cause like the guy that made it, his name's Brandon Dillon. He's made a lot of like my logos and stuff.
Nice.
Very like he's super good with computers and all that kind of stuff that I'm not good at. So all credit to him. But yeah, it was cool to see that. I would love to be in that virtual basement video game they keep talking about. I know they signed Grimm, so I'm just saying like they need to sign the real GOAT, the real legend, the real icon, Muscle Man Malcolm. But we'll see.
Hey, Virtual Basement, if you're watching this podcast, please sign this man for the roster. I'm waiting.
I'm trying to see.
Yeah. So we have any questions left? Jason, you got anything left?
Are we getting Malcolm versus Vinny for the championship?
Oh.
Oh, you're hilarious. No. I hate Vinny so much. He's so
The king of the hour.
Oh, he's just so. Ugh. The other day, right? Somehow this fool got my number, FaceTime me, and just wouldn't shut up about a title match. I'm like,
I
dude.
saw that.
Like,
I think I was in that stream.
Thank you. See, you saw it. Like, I was like, bro, how'd you get my number? Leave me alone. Like, don't FaceTime me ever again. This is why you don't answer random FaceTime calls, all right? If someone FaceTime you don't know their number, don't answer it. It could be someone weird. And it was Vinny for me. Oh, God, I him.
Oh, yeah. I saw that.
Yeah.
I'm like, how did Vinny get Malcolm's number? And then Malcolm's like, I'm probably doing something or something better than this.
Yeah, like, this dude. He's like 12, and he thinks he's the coolest kid in the room.
Now,
I remember he went on your streams playing Minecraft.
Oh.
Yeah, him. The Minecraft kid.
Oh.
So, Malcolm, I had a question for you, and this was kind of like the question I ask everybody. So, when you first got into wrestling, right, and you went to your first event, and you realized they had merchandise from this stuff, what was like the first piece of wrestling merchandise you ever got?
Does merchandise mean like anything, like just a shirt, or like anything else?
Anything, like action figures, shirts.
Okay. I got like a program, which is like the most basic thing you can get. But what's interesting about that is like after I left the show, it was like a SmackDown, like 2009. I went to a gas station and I had the book in my hand, and I see R-Truth in there just buying cigarettes. I was like, oh snap, what dope. And like, instead of getting to sign the book, like I should have, like a normal person, I pulled $1 out of my pocket and had him sign that. And then I spent the $1.
Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't my
Right.
best, but we live and learn.
So, back to you say you met R-Truth at a gas station.
Yeah.
What was the weirdest thing? Like, if you ever met a wrestler, like, did you ever meet them at a wrong time or wrong place? Like you said, you met R-Truth at a station.
Yeah. Aside of R-Truth, I guess not weird. Okay, maybe the weirdest one, but also not as weird. Like I was coming back from WrestleMania and I was sitting in the airport and I looked next to me. I'm like, that guy looks familiar. But I look back at my phone. I'm like, I'm gonna look you up just to make sure. I'm like, that's Hardcore Holly sitting next to me. How do I say hi to him without him beating me up? Like, he walks away. I'm like, well, that was fun, I guess. But yeah, I almost met Hardcore Holly. That right next to each other. We could have passed the Rona over to each other if we had it.
Yeah,
the
and
wrestlers I met happen to be the Usos. They're really cool.
No, they are. They're cool guys.
Yeah.
I've met tons of wrestlers basically over the years. I mean, my first ever meeting great was Melina, believe it or not.
That's a good one to start with. Mine was Kelly.
All right.
Hey, Jimmy, do you want to talk about your experience on the Jericho Cruise? This man went on the Jericho Cruise.
Oh, really? Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Meeting Ric Flair.
He met Ric Flair.
Nice.
Ooh, that's a good one. Wow, me and Ric Flair on a boat. That's tough.
It's funny though. Like when you meet Ric Flair, right? Like he's such a dick to everybody. But when you meet him at like the bar or something like that, he's like sweet as pie. He's like the nicest guy.
Yeah, he got a couple little drinks in him. Now he's a real nature boy.
Like my mom was telling me stories how she like met Bam Bam Bigelow before he like passed away and everything.
Yeah.
And like I was like, and the funny thing was like she met him at like a wrong place. She met him at a bowling alley. Like because he lived in New Jersey, so like. And then the second time he remembered who my mom was when my mom was just a kid. So like I'm like, see how like they remember you and see how like they remember how much the support means to them and stuff like that. Because like with a lot of wrestlers, some of them could just care less. Like for example, I think I had I tried to get one of Vinny's favorites, Enzo Amore. Oh my god, bro! I was at this show, right, and I was trying to get Enzo's attention. I was trying to say to him. He walks right past me, fucking douchebag. I'm like, come on. I always make fun of when they're just chilling over there. I'm like, oh look, it's just them chilling. Nobody's gonna come up and ask for the autograph. 5 minutes later, oh I'm busy. Get out of here. Get lost. I'm like, bro.
Yeah, they will do that. I remember I saw a couple of wrestlers in a restaurant once. I was with X3. And we didn't want to go in, even though like I really wanted to go meet him. But I was like, nah, don't do it, Malcolm. Like, nah, we're gonna do it, but you're gonna ask because I don't want to get in trouble. And he went in and tried talking to him, and they completely shunned us away. And I was like, well, damn.
Wait, who were? You know who the wrestlers were? Maybe they were like big name.
Oh, they were. It was Naomi and Jey Uso or Jimmy
Oh,
Uso.
jeez. Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus.
The two lovebirds.
Yeah, they were kind of eating dinner, and we were kind of like being jerks, to be honest. So, yeah, we kind of had that one coming. That was on us, but it was worth the shot.
I think it's when they're like in a restaurant or anything, and like they get recognized. Oh, because they're on TV and all that.
Yeah,
They don't want to be bothered. It's like I mean, I met the Godfather, Papa Shango. I mean,
that's cool.
and I mean, he was really nice to me, and I had a fun experience talking to him, as well as when I met Scott Hall the same day.
Ooh.
And then pretty much, the Godfather, he's a big dude, right? And he's like mad huge. So the Godfather, he had to use the restroom, and where the signing was at, the restroom was too small for him, and like he's like, how am I gonna fit through the fucking door? And then like across the street from the place the signing was at, there's like a Subway. So the Subway employees, I wanted to smack the shit out of the Subway employee really bad. I'm like, you're making fun of a fucking WWE superstar who's been in the business, and he's like, oh, the bathroom's too small for you. We're afraid you can't fit.
You can't be rude to a legend.
Exactly, a Hall of Famer, for God's sakes.
Exactly. He's a big dude. He'll beat the crap out of anybody. Like, he's a big man. Like,
and what I didn't know was he owns a strip club. So
are you
no
really
wonder. Yeah.
I was like, I'm not surprised. His gimmick was being a pimp. Like,
yeah.
I'm not gonna
and my friend and I make jokes about the Godfather action figure, and like parents are gonna buy their kids an action figure of a fucking pimp, and then what are kids gonna know about a pimp?
Oh man, I never even thought about it like that. That's crazy. Oh jeez.
They're like, I'm buying my kid an action figure of a pimp. What the heck?
That's hilarious, actually, man. I'm gonna tweet that later.
Go ahead. You could. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got any questions left, Jason, or?
Nah. All right. So, shall I do our outros, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you all so much for checking out this week's episode of Crash Burn Behind the Ring. Our first episode. It's a pleasure talking to this man, Malcolm.
SUBSQUEEB to this man. Be
sure to follow me on Instagram at WrestlingFanKid15. And follow the podcast account at Crash and Burn Wrestling Podcast and our Twitter at Crash and Burn Pod. Yeah, that's all I have to say. Josh.
All right. Thank you guys for tuning in to our premiere episode of Crash and Burn presents Behind the Ring. It was an honor to interview this man right here, Muscle Man Malcolm. SUBSQUEEB to this man with his channel link down below. Be sure to check out all of Malcolm's adventures and stuff like that. Follow me on Instagram.
Be sure to listen to his theme song.
Yep.
Oh
yeah.
And make sure you follow me on Instagram, guys, at Josh's Toy Show.
Yep.
And as well as a couple of other my accounts will be linked down below. And you guys can check out Malcolm's channel. Like I said, link will be down below. I mean, he's got great stuff on there. What are you waiting for? Hit that SUBSQUEEB button.
They should.
Jimmy, what you gotta say, bro?
My Instagram is just too sweet with back.
Yep, it's great to have this guy back. Hope to have him back on more episodes.
Yeah, definitely. I'm always down. Let me know. I'll be here.
Malcolm, before we get to your outro, why not play your music one more time before we end this video?
Do what you gotta do.
Listen to this, everyone.
Big fire.
Y'all better subscribe to my boy Muscle Man Malcolm for real.
You should. What that man said.
I feel like Big E, but don't be sour. Leo Rush, cause I'm the man of the hour. Leo Rush, I hit that Dragon Call every day. Call me gruesome. I got the accolades. Feel like Big E, but don't be sour. Leo Rush, cause I'm the man of the hour.
All right, Malcolm, if you want to plug yourself out.
What you gotta say, bro?
Hey, anyone that's watching this right now, you already know who it is. The GOAT, the legend, the icon, the hot commodity by the real world champion, Muscle Man Malcolm. Y'all already know who it is. The legend, the icon, man. If y'all want to subscribe to me, subscribe to me, you already should be. I don't know what's taking you so long. You should have done it by now. But if you want to, in the description, make sure you subscribe. We're on the road to 20K before 2020 ends. Please come over. Please subscribe. Do what you got to do. And also listen to these lovely guys and all the podcasts they make for the rest of eternity.
Yes, sir.
Hey. Yeah, man. All right, everyone. Thanks so much for watching. Stay tuned for this Friday's episode when we predict Extreme Rules. That's taking place this Sunday. All right, Malcolm, thanks for coming on, man.
Thanks for coming on, Malcolm.